Allison complained of a sharp pain in her side on Valentine's Day 2010 after a lovely weekend in Atlantic City. First they tested for appendicitis, then for gallbladder, and for a bunch of other things, never thinking it could be stage 4 colon cancer. A 22-year-old? Are you kidding me? Our Allison, who was pulled up in the majors in Little League in 5th grade, which, by the way, she didn't want to do because it was with all of her older brother Anthony's friends. She made every play. How could this be? She had it all. She was prom queen and tops in her class academically. Tops in college, too. She was a math major. Didn't get that from me. Immediately after the diagnosis, she began treatments. I brought her donuts and would sneak lottery tickets into the bag. "Look, they put these in," I'd announce. One day she got me some donuts and I found a gift card inside. Inside was a note, "I wouldn't be here if you didn't take me to chemo." After many months, the doctors told me that my precious daughter was not going to make it. Why tell Allison? So she would know that her boyfriend would marry someone else? We decided it would be best to let her keep thinking she was going to live. Maybe she would. We brought Allison to my mother's house. I didn't know anything about hospice, but the doctor suggested we check it out. I thought they'd just come in, give the patient meds, and leave. We told Allison that Anne, Sarah, and Debbie were private nurses and that she was going to pull through. The nurses made her comfortable, calmed her breathing, fluffed her pillows, watched game shows with her on TV, and laughed with her about sports, math, shopping, whatever. When Allison was resting, they would sit with us at the kitchen table and talk to me. Only when I was away from Allison would I let myself lose it. The nurses hugged me and listened. They really connected with my son Anthony, always complimenting him on his good looks. Over the 16 days, they became part of our family. I never expected that. We could never have gotten through this without them. When Allison passed, each of the hospice nurses came to the house. They were crying as if they lost their own child, but were also able to comfort me and my son. They stayed for hours, made the funeral arrangements, and helped us with whatever we needed. Afterwards, I thought that would be the end of our relationship with hospice. Amazingly, each one of them came on their own to a fundraiser for my daughter. They called me regularly to check in and invited me to have coffee. And one of the hospice nurses gave me a book, Chicken Soup for the Grieving Soul. After Allison passed, I randomly opened to a page, and it was about a mother who lost her daughter, and a dragonfly appeared in front of her. From then on, I see images of dragonflies everywhere, and friends always give me them as gifts. I carry Allison's spirit with me everywhere. Thank you, hospice. Thank you, Allison.
Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. It's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. It's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say,